Nama samaran dia di dalam dunia drifting, Jai Bluebird.
Race.
Yes, so now the qualifying session has finished, and on the starting grid for this, the first of the GT4 series race, test race, is Federico Texeira of Macau. He starts on pole position at 2:32.537. Andy So of Hong Kong starts in second place. Saiful Arifin and Harvinder Singh make up the second row of the grid. Both the Malaysians will be looking for a good race this evening. Mohammed Mohaimin is in fifth, with Bruno Cardozo in sixth, Kim Kyong in seventh, followed by Kake, Cheryl Jaffa, Tamizi Yusof, Wai In Leong, and Bobby Farid down in 12th.
Itu dah tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, barisan pelumba yang berjaya mendapatkan starting grid masing-masing mengikut catatan masa yang telah pun mereka lakukan sebentar tadi. Okey, 30 kereta di atas grid sekarang ini.
Ya, dan untuk kali ini kita akan berjalan kepada format rolling start. So macam kalau tak silap MCS dengan MSF sekarang pakai format rolling start kan.
Jalan Boris.
Macam dekat NASCAR lah.
Ya. Tapi yang itu pun dia ada aturan dia, dia yang mana semua pelumba harus ikut race line masing-masing, tak dibenarkan overtake selagi lampu hijau tu tak dijalankan. Betul.
So the drivers will take a short formation run. Won't be over the course of the whole lap, as Spa is quite long, 7 kilometers long, so they'll be lined up there at Blanchemont, and they'll take the short run up to take the green flag. And when the lights go out, they'll be ready to go racing. But for now, we're waiting on a few drivers to load in. Wai In Leong is waiting, as well as a few other drivers. We have 25 cars there out on grid at least. So further back the field, we have Fizul Jai, Fairuz Fazil, Ilham Falabi deciding not to qualify, along with Jazrin Jali and Iman Danish, and a few other quick drivers that have decided not to qualify as well. Lloyd Lupton, Sunsel Raju, Sharon Moore. So quite a few drivers there that could make the difference at the start of the race. So now the cars are rolling, the tension begins to mount. They'll try and get a little bit of warmth into the car, but really it's all about concentrating. It's a very tight exit out of the bus stop chicane coming up there, and once you get out of the bus stop chicane, the Porsche 911 Porsche 911 safety car is going to go into the pits, and the drivers begin to think about going for the green flag. Let's have a watch at the lights go on. Will the starter let it go? And it looks like it's going to be a green flag run there, and Federico Texeira heads off and leads Andy So. A little bit of a rough start, as it tends to be here at Spa. A little bit messy coming out of the chicane there, but everyone is away safe and sound, it appears. Through the hill, he's got Saiful Arifin behind him, he's got Andy So ahead of him. This could be a single file going through up, and now we head on to the Kemmel Straight. Now the trick here is going to be slipstreaming. These cars have a lot of slipstreaming effect. They're not too much turbulent wake, so these drivers can really follow quite close alongside there. Parvinder Singh goes on the inside. He goes around the outside through the first corner, inside of the second corner, and he's into second place. But Andy So goes off track there. Parvinder up into second place, but Andy So really definitely knows how to try and get that position back.
Itu dia.
Siapa yang berapa sekali?
Aku tengok dah bersepar dah kat belakang aku. Iman. Oh, belum daripada Macau. Kaki. Ini dia. Ini sedia sebenarnya tapi dah terjadi. Okey, replay. Ada sedikit sentuhan.
Dia punya racing line itu sedikit terlalu dekat dengan kenderaan lain, yang itu yang jadi dia akan spin out. But okay, they're just clipping another competitor there, causing him to spin out. But for now, we're on board with Saiful Arifin. Let's see if we can catch up with him up ahead and if he can crush the music. It looks like the drivers up ahead have begun to pull away ever so slightly, but the cars behind are still locked tight back.
Saiful Arifin juga merupakan yang sangat hebat selalu kita saksikan di dalam Andy Ferguson sebelum ini kini kedudukan di 46 berbeza di 18 manakala di ekor dapat oleh Parmizi di kedudukan di 8 sekarang ini. Safi Arifin memilih untuk menggunakan genre Porsche Cayman pada malam ini.
Memang interesting sikit kita tengok mana satu genre kereta yang lagi laju daripada yang lain. So dalam kelas kategori GT4 dan GT3 dia ada sistem yang dinamakan BOP ataupun Balance of Performance. So kereta yang terlalu laju dia akan dapat balance ataupun intake restrictor ataupun RPM restrictor akan ketatkan ataupun longgarkan. So nak cuba bagikan kenderaan tu semua serasi lah.
Macam tadi lah sebelum perubahan ni aku dah tanya dah kat Max. So Cayman dengan M4 ni yang
basically in simple terms stop chicane and that's going to drop in it's going to be a battle from behind for him. But it looks like Patrick Singh has managed to get past Texera, and he is up into first place. But it looks like Federico is quite close behind, and Andy still is catching up slowly but surely. So this could be a very... Having said that, it looks like Andy So is slowing down quite a bit there. He got passed by Bruno Cardozo and Mohamed Mohamed there for third and fourth place. It looks like the Porsches were going quite well at the start of the race there, but it looks like the BMWs are now starting to catch up. So it's really going to be a very, very close event.
Tapi kalau tengok kat sini aku rasa M4 tu dia lagi berat daripada Cayman ni. So Rocha sekarang ni mendahului menggunakan genre BMW M4 sekarang ini, manakala Federico menggunakan Porsche Cayman di tempat yang kedua. Azril Nazli ni pun antara pelumba favourite aku.
Ya, daripada antara pelumba yang ada juga experience sikit di real world dan juga di dalam sim tu pun boleh dikirakan veteran di dalam dunia sim. Tapi kita boleh saksikan dia punya percubaan nak memotong BMW ni. BMW is a fairly large car there, and Spa isn't the widest racetrack on the planet, so it's going to be tricky for the Caymans to try and overtake them. It looks like the Caymans are better out of the corners, on the exit of the corners, but the BMWs look like they've got better of them down the straights in particular, and just a little bit coming into the corners there. It looks to be just a little bit more stable under brakes. You can see there Federico is able to hang on to the back of Bhagvinder Singh there and try and get the toe onto the back of Roy Charles there, who's now currently leading the race. Up there in first place, Federico tries to get a good exit on the outside, not quite able to do it. This could be an overtaking maneuver at the end of Camel Straight. So this could...
Cucuk angin, Mai.
Yeah. Ni sekali lagi mungkin boleh potong ni. So, Federico Texera is a little bit slower through the high-speed corners, and that, I think, is the Caymans' problem there. Through things like Eau Rouge and places like that, just not able to pick up the speed going through the corners there, but through the tighter corners it is very, very quick indeed. Meanwhile, Mohamed is going to go on the inside of Bruno Cardozo, goes into the apex there. They're going to go side by side, and it looks like it's Mohamed that gets himself up into third place, and Cardozo drops down one position to fourth.
Itu dah. Okey, tuan-tuan dan puan, sekarang ni kedudukan di tempat pertama pelumba daripada Malaysia, Bhagvinder Singh di tempat yang pertama, dia kena dapat oleh Federico daripada Macau. Okey, sekarang ni on board bersama Tamizi Yusof di kedudukan yang ke-10, cuba mengejar bos Bobby di hadapan beliau. Okey,
Bhagvinder pun boleh dikirakan salah satu daripada pelumba real life MSF. Pakai nama samaran dia Roy Charles.
Okey, tapi Izzy Yusof dia kedudukan 10.
They're going to go side by side here. It looks like Tamizi Yusof is under a challenge from Taki and Ilham. Ilham manages to get through there, but Taki wasn't quite able to get past there. Very, very brave overtaking into Puon, which is a very high-speed corner, especially in these GT4 cars. These cars are not slow by any stretch of the imaginations, and they are quick, especially through the high-speed corners there. It takes some real bravery to try and pull that move across there. But now Ilham Halabi is beginning to catch up. Remember, he started at the back of the field, right around where Jazrin is at the moment, or around that area. Then Kelvin T there has a problem. He drops down quite a few places there. It looks like he is right down to the back of the field. We'll have a look at that, I'm sure. But Ilham Halabi there, he's in 10th, chasing after 9th.
Ya, itu dah. Replay. Oh. Habis. Ini pun sama Max kalau terbabas boleh berlaku kerosakan mekanikal sama je Max.
Ya, betul. So kalau ada apa kerosakan yang ada di luar track tu, dia terpaksa masuk ke dalam pit untuk repair.
Kena ingat ini perlumbaan kita kali ni memang agak lama tau. Aku rasa kalau macam ni satu lap pun dah mengambil masa 2 minit lebih. So overall lebih kurang dalam setengah jam, 30 minit kita akan bersaing di dalam perlumbaan pada malam ini.
Yeah, betul tu. And you saw right now, he's managed to get himself back up to 4th place. He's also gone past Bruno Cardoso. Cardoso is going back a little bit, and he's going back quite quickly there. So could the Porsches come back into play around the halfway mark? It looks like the tide of the race is ebbing and flowing between BMW and Porsche. Very fascinating stuff indeed there, but it looks like there are still Porsches out there that, despite the high speed sort of, I wouldn't say instability, but it's not as stable as the BMW, and this track requires above all high speed stability. But it looks like the Porsche has just enough to really challenge the BMWs up front. Meanwhile, Ilham Halabi, he's gone up to 9th place. He's dispatched Bobby Farid, and now he's going to come up across Wai In Leong. He's going to try and go around the outside of the Brussels hairpin. Could he do it? There's contact, a little bit of door-to-door action there. Absolutely stunning stuff here, bumping, banging, and a straight-out knockout fight there. Ilham Halabi unable to try it around the outside there, but he lives to fight another day. What fantastic racing there. Memang betul-betul itulah maksudnya side by side ya.
Ya, betul. Betul lah macam Max cakap tadi, Porsche ni dia agak suka sikit sebab dia punya tail dia tu memang suka membuang Aku nampak tadi gerakan daripada Ilham Halabi sebentar tadi.
Ya, itu dia. Dia menari-menari sikit.
Ya. Okey, abang Kimi, Syahrin Syahrin Nurifuddin. Okey, di kedudukan yang ke-19 sekarang ni, cuba mengejar Syahrul di hadapan beliau.
Syarul Surin dan Jai yang berada di kelompok 16, 17 dan 18. But he has a challenger on his tail. Syarul is in 19th place, but look at how close Shukran is, and Lloyd Loughlin is just in view further behind. So the battles are going all up and down the field here right now. Syarul Nurifuddin, he's got a lot of pressure behind him there. Well, saying that, it looks like Shukran might have made a bit of a mistake. This is for the lead, however, at the front of the field. Federico Texeira is going to go down towards the outside. Aginda Singh defends on the inside there, just about manages to close it off. Can Federico do something on the exit? They're so close, he can almost read the serial number on the tri-brake refueling system on the boot of these BMW M4 GTSs. Now he's going to go over to the Eau Rouge Radion section there, around the top, over the top of the crest, and it looks like Federico's just losing a little bit of time going through Eau Rouge, and that hurts him in his attempts to try and overtake him on the back half of the circuit here. But at the run up from the bus stop to La Source, that Porsche is looking very strong and could be a good place for a Porsche to try and overtake a BMW there. But Federico and Pagvinda really battling it quite hard indeed. Bobby Farid, meanwhile, he is chasing after Leonard Fai, but he's also got Tappy behind him. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens next.
Ini di kelompok pertengahan di mana dapat kita saksikan Mas Bobby, Leong, Aziz dan juga Taki di dalam kelompok ini. Ini dia.
Ya, boleh kita nampakkan memang banyak side by side action tu. Boleh dikirakan yang GT4 ni macam dia ada pengaruh kereta GT, tapi dia ada pengaruh kereta touring car macam MSF juga
Ya. Sebab tu aku heran dia tiba tengok, Rocha tiba-tiba boleh, bila dia pegang je M4 ni, kau tengok dia terus dah lead perlumbaan pada kali ni.
Mana tahu mungkin kereta MSF dia pada masa yang depan akan jadi BMW.
Tak mustahil bang. Aku kenal dia start pada Satria, sekarang ni dah bawa Honda. So kalau kau cakap lepas ni mana tahu dia bawa GT car pun, tak mustahil. Dia boleh buat.
Ya, betul. Ada bakat banyak sebenarnya dalam dunia sukan motoran Malaysia ni, dan mana tahu mungkin salah satu daripada pelumba SIM ni boleh juga masuk dalam arena MSF ataupun MCS pada masa yang akan hadapan.
Ya, tapi memang sangat-sangat menarik bila kita kumpulkan background pelumba kita yang berbeza ni, bila kita satukan di dalam satu perlumbaan maya, baru kita nampak sebenarnya benda ni pun menarik untuk disaksikan, dipertontonkan.
Ya, betul. So right now we're looking at Taki there. He is trying to put Boss Bobby down another place there. He's got his foot flat to the floor. Bobby also has his foot flat to the floor. Let's see if Bobby can hang on to that 11th place going through the fantastic Boschmore corner there. Just tap of the brakes to try and get the car turned in before they head over to the bus stop there. Let's see how Taki does going through here again. One of the most dangerous sections of track here is in the exit of the bus stop chicane. This chicane right here used to be called the bus stop because it was shaped like a bus stop, and in fact there used to be a bus stop there back when it was a piece of public road. Right now it's being bypassed there, but it looks like Omar Aziz is going to go and try and overtake Bobby Farid there, and that was Leong. So Leong overtaking Aziz there, but Aziz is not giving up there. He's using the BMW's better traction coming out of the corner, it looks like. He's got better traction on the BMW than what Leong managed in the Porsche. But now it looks like Leong's going very quickly over the top of Radeon. This could be a massive drag up the hill there. Let's see if in Leong, he's got the run. Will he be able to pass Umar Aziz? They're going to go side by side all the way down Kemmel Straight. And it looks like Bobby's going to try and join in as well. Let's see how this goes on here. And it looks like Umar Aziz manages to get himself up ahead, but Boss Bobby just not quite able to keep that car around the outside there. But Bobby and Taki are now battling for position further behind there. Bobby having to go defensive coming into the Brussels hairpin, but just about managing to hold on to that there. But now Shami Aizan is joined into this group. I believe, ladies and gentlemen, we do have the classic Adrenaline Impact midfield battle brewing up quite nicely through lap 6 here.
Ya, ini kena masuk muzik keras-keras gini. Bila dapat kita saksikan para pelumba kita cuba asak-mengasak dan membuatkan para penonton terpuja untuk menyaksikan perlumbaan seperti ini. Sami Aizan di kedudukan ke-12 sekarang ini cuba mengejar Boss Bobby berada di hadapan beliau.
Absolutely. So, pergerakan Syamir tu sekarang pun tadi hampir dapat potong Bobby. Nampaknya kereta GT ni dia punya kehebatan dia punya
aura
dia memang sama macam dia punya battle tu. Kadang-kadang memang sama macam MX-5 dulu, tapi kadang tu memang ada yang ganas sikit lah.
Iya, betul bang.
Agresif sikit.
Lagi satu kalau tengokkan daripada segi konsep dan juga rupa bentuk kereta, kedua-dua tengok kereta ni pun dah cun dah. Kalau macam awak jangkakan yang mana satu pilihan awak? Awak suka M4 ke awak suka Canon? Pilihan Max.
Kalau bagi saya memang tetap BMW lah.
Betul lah, taste kita sama lah.
So Fazlidin Singh has gone into the pits there. He comes into the pits from pole position, so not too sure why he's going through the pits there. He may have had... did he miss his pit spot?
I think it's a drive-through.
So Fazlidin Singh, he's been given a drive-through penalty by the iRacing automated systems there, so that's going to be a huge blow to him to drop all the way down to 8th place with half the race still to come. That's going to be very difficult stuff indeed for him to come back with, but he is quick, we know that much. Meanwhile, Mohaimin's going on the grass to try and overtake Andy So there. They're going side by side, they're both on the grass, and it's absolutely spectacular overtaking maneuver there by Mohammed Mohaimin to get the car on the grass. Coming out of the Kemmel Straight and into this fast sweeping section of corners there, and it looks like Mohaimin is able to keep it up into second place, moving up one position, while Andy So is in third position. But of course Saiful Arifin is behind him as well, getting closer and closer to this battle. So not only do we have a fantastic midfield battle between Take Shame and Bobby, but we have a fantastic battle around second, third and fourth position as well. What a move there by Mohaimin from Andy So. Potong dekat rumput.
Iya, baik. Okey, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, nampak gayanya kedudukan kini telah pun berubah. Federico belum daripada Macau menduduki petak pertama, bukan petak pertama, kedudukan pertama sekarang ini. Muhammad Muhaimin berada di kedudukan kedua. Kedudukan ketiga, Saiful Arifin di kedudukan yang keempat. Itu di kedudukan terkini sekarang ini. Iman Danish kedudukan yang kelima sekarang ini.
Dia tengah berbattle side by side with Bruno Cardozo there. Iman Danish, all the 15 years old there, and doing very well for himself in the previous season's Expert Esports Challenge, right up there fighting for race wins in the pro category. But it looks like Iman Danish and Bruno Cardozo are now in a real scrap, a real battle for fourth position there, just about battling, just about keeping themselves up in the top half of the field. Meanwhile, Saiful Arifin is battling hard there, but it looks like Andy So's gone wide. So Andy So managed to overtake Mohamed there, but only briefly because he lost it under brakes, and it looks like he has to go around the long way around, and he's going to have to let these two drivers pass, it looks like. So he lets Mohamed go past back into second place, and it looks like Saiful Arifin is also going to try and go around the inside. Andy So,
Apa dah jadi? Tak babas.
it looks like Andy So, mungkin Andy So ada masalah sikit sebab nampaknya macam kereta dia berhenti je terus.
Dua kali dia terbabas itu
Brake problem ke? Brake problem.
Yeah, so it looks like Andy So has some mechanical problem there because the car just stopped halfway around turn one. Not too sure if it's brakes or if it's transmission issues, because it's quite rare to see a car stop completely halfway around the corner. Meanwhile, Omar Aziz, just losing out from Parvinder Singh. Parvinder Singh is on a mission. Roy Charles really throwing that car around, and he overtakes, going through Old Rouge, getting the car just a little bit sideways out of Radion. A lovely overtake there from Parvinder Singh on Omar Aziz. Omar's not going to like that too much. He's got the draft coming up. Can he do anything at the end of Keppel Straight? If not, can he do anything to the Brussels hairpin? It looks like it's going to be very difficult there because Parvinder really on it.
Omar Aziz di kedudukan ke-9 sekarang ni, cuba mengejar roll charge yang berada di hadapannya. Roy tadi dah elok duduk depan, tiba-tiba mungkin ada sedikit isu apa yang tadi tiba-tiba ada penalty
Ya, nampaknya.
Auto, penalty tu memang auto terus jalan. Dan sekarang roll charge berada di kedudukan ke-8, berada di hadapan Omar Aziz, harus mengejar 7 lagi pelumba yang berada di hadapan beliau.
So big ask there from Parvinder Singh, 9.8 seconds behind Ilham Hlabi, but there's quite a lot of race left in tonight's event here. About 10 minutes to go before the end of the race. We're on lap 8. We might see the race going to a lap 11 or lap 12 at this rate. But for now, let's have a quick look at the top 10. Federico is in first place, behind him in second, Saiful in third. Iman Danish has managed to get himself all the way up into fourth place, while Andy So drops back down to fifth with car handling issues. Bruno Cardozo is in sixth place with Ilham Hlabi in seventh, Parvinder there in eighth, locked in battle with Umar Aziz right now in ninth place with Taki rounding out the top 10.
Ya, masih lagi bersama dengan Umar Aziz sekarang ini, cuba mengejar proses yang berada di hadapan beliau. Bukan senang Roy memang laju ni boy.
Ya.
Hampir. Cuba lagi. Dia cuba masuk dari dalam. Ya, kau sudah dapat. Dia kali ini telah mempunyai memintas roll charge.
Nampaknya roll charge masuk dalam pit lagi.
Apa dah jadi dengan roll charge ni? Dia jadi automatik tau. Dia terus masuk tau. Pit lane itu dia. Parvinder Singh
tak tahu kalau dia masuk dalam pit sekarang bukan sebab penalty.
Tak sengaja.
Mungkin tak sengaja lah kot.
saja.
That was very strange there. He was in battle with Omar Aziz, but it looks like Parvinder Singh, he overshot that first braking marker, and going around to the second braking marker, he looks like he cut across the front of Omar Aziz to head down pit lane. So that's very, very strange stuff indeed. But we're not too sure if there's a handling issue on Roy Charles's car. We'll let you know as soon as we can. But that's a big drop there from Parvinder, aka Roy Charles, going down to 21st position there. So that's going to really hurt him in the long run. But right now, Saiful Arifin, he's managed to get up into third place. But Wayne Leong is in trouble. Our timing screens have flashed red. It looks like there may have been a small incident there involving Wai in Leong, who is dropping rapidly down the field. Let's have a look at the instant replay. Oh, just missed his braking zone while he's trying to overtake on the inside, and fortunately had nowhere left to go there. Why in Leon, unfortunately, looks like, yep, he was able to continue there, but that was a scary fast spin at the end of the Camel Straight. One of the fastest straights in motorsports. You really don't want to have brake trouble going through there.
Okay, siapa Arifin pelumba daripada Malaysia sekarang ini. Okay, kita tengok replay tadi.
Oh, Wayne sekali lagi. Oh, terklip Hafizul Jai.
Jai terciduk. Habis tertouching sebentar tadi. Okay, kembali on board. Dua pelumba Malaysia di kedudukan kedua dan juga kedudukan ketiga dan juga keempat, Muhaimin Saiful Danish daripada Malaysia, manakala Federico masih lagi unggul di kedudukan pertama daripada Macau.
Yeah, and as Bobby said there, it looks like Federico's got a big lead there. 5 seconds ahead of Muhaimin with only a few minutes left in the race. It could prove pivotal. Knock on wood, hopefully the commentator's curse doesn't get to him there. But Federico is in the lead by 5.2 seconds. In fact, he's gaining on the rest of the field there. Absolutely spectacular stuff. He's running it through there. He's got the best possible chance now to bring that car home in a good position. Muhaimin now is in second place, but he's having a big tough battle with Saiful Arifin and Iman Danish. You can see them coming up toward the back of the field there, and the battle for the remaining podium positions is really hotting up.
Ya. Nampak gaya selesa, memang tak ada orang kejar dia. Semakin lama semakin jauh, semakin lama semakin ke depan. Yang ni aku dapat saksikan dia ni lebih kurang macam aura-aura Mikonasi pun ada ni.
Boleh dikirakan daripada era yang sama jugalah. Antara pelumba yang dikirakan dia punya pengalaman agak tinggi juga. Itu rahsia Federico Teixeira. So kalau ada apa-apa situasi yang rumit, memang itulah yang jadi penentuannya.
Kalau mereka pun sepatutnya ada satu lima pasukan yang mana Macau dia hantar 3 ke 4 pada malam ni, Max.
Kalau tak silap, Macau China Racing Association ada hantar 4.
So kalau
dia siap dengan Hong Kong sekali lah.
Ya. So kalau ada lagi partner dia, rakan pasukan yang boleh berada di belakang beliau, mungkin kedudukan beliau mungkin akan jadi lebih selamat daripada sekarang. Dia jangan terbabas. Kalau dia terbabas, okey, Muhammad Muhaimin dan juga Saiful Arifin akan memintas beliau.
Ya, dan Muhaimin pun ada di kedudukan yang agak rumit juga, sebab walaupun tiga-tiga anak Malaysia di tempat kedua, ketiga dan keempat, tetapi Saiful Arifin dan Iman Danish tetap daripada pasukan yang sama, Toda. So mungkin Saiful dan Iman akan cuba berlawan lah untuk cuba menopang Muhaimin. So Muhaimin is in a very tricky situation right now, because even though they are all three from Malaysia, but Muhaimin is racing on his own right now. Saiful and Danish right now, they're racing for Todak Motorsports, or they have raced for Todak Motorsports. They know how to drive with each other as a team, and it could be very exciting indeed. Let's see if they're able to help each other out, despite driving different machinery there, more for personal preference than anything else. Saiful in the Porsche and Iman Danish there in the M4 GTS BMW. It looks like they might be looking to perhaps work with each other to try and get past Muhaimin, but it looks like Saiful is getting very close to Muhaimin. Let's see if he can get past on the Camel Straight. He's definitely close enough. Let's watch.
Ini dia Iman Danish, antara pelumba yang paling muda di dalam siri perlumbaan kita. Manakala sekarang ni on board bersama Saiful Arifin di kedudukan yang ketiga sekarang ni. Oh, dia dah putung satu lap Itu kalau tak silap depan sekali tu adalah antara pelumba yang ni pelumba yang last sekali di dalam race kali ni.
Ya, itu dia boleh kirakan lap Syukran di tempat yang ke-25. So dia dah mula overlap dah ni.
Dan sebentar lagi kita akan bakal memasuki lap yang terakhir. 12 lap kali ni, Max.
Nampaknya mungkin ke lap 13 mungkin. So it looks like they're going quite quickly indeed, because we had initially figured on an 11 or 12 lap race, but it looks like we could go to a lap 13 perhaps during the course of the race here. Federico, he's backed off the pace a little bit there. He was 5.2, 5.3 seconds ahead, but now he's 4.1 seconds ahead of Mohamed. So it looks like Federico might be just conserving that car ever so slightly. Now, these cars would be perfectly fueled for a 30-minute race, but if you're pushing the car too hard, fuel consumption can come into play. They should be good to finish the race without any pit stops required, but it could be very difficult. But Ilham Lavi's gone off the track. Let's see what happened there. He was battling, I believe, that to be Andy So. So coming into their Fanya's chicane, and it looks like they just touched, sending both cars sideways. A very easy thing to do in the Porsche Cayman. Very low polar moment of inertia. So very easy to change direction there. And it looks like Ilham Lavi from that contact lost a little bit of time there, letting Bruno Cardozo pass into fifth.
Okay, mana Dennis masih lagi kali keempat sekarang ni, cuba mengejar. Dah naik ke tempat ketiga. Cuba mengejar Ahmad Mohamed di hadapan dia.
Wow.
Chairman M4
Clean juga. So that was a really clean overtaking maneuver there from Iman Danish. Pap dah. Settle.
So aku nak tengok, sepatutnya kalau ikutkan pilihan aku nak tengok M4 dapat nombor 1 ni. Tapi tak tahulah Federico guna Cayman
Itu dia. Federico Texeira, 28 minutes and 51 seconds. It looks like there might not be enough time for Federico to get all the way around the lap there. With 1 minute to go, this looks like this might end up being the final lap of the race, lap 12.
Ya.
That's perhaps why he was actually backing off. Mungkin dia sengaja slow sikit sebab dia tak nak pergi sampai lap 13, lap 14 ni.
Tapi okeylah sebab bila ada grup-grup yang baru masuk, contohnya pelumba daripada Macau ni, ianya secara automatik memberikan satu saingan hebat kepada pelumba-pelumba daripada negara lain.
Ya, betul. So itulah cara yang pelumba Malaysia boleh naik taraf.
Ya.
Upgrade, boleh kira upgrade lah.
Ya.
Dia naik taraf dan semakin lama semakin maju. Yang penting competition. So the Malaysian contingent really the best thing for them to do is to compete with their peers from around Asia and around the world. And when you're competing against a worldwide or nationwide field of drivers, you really do pick up and learn quite a lot indeed. Really bringing up the standards there. It looks like Mohamed made a small mistake there going through Fanya's. Again, Fanya's looking like it's a very, very tricky corner here. So now Mohamed and Iman Danish goes over. He rolls the car. Iman Danish trying to go side by side there with Mohamed. Let's have a look at that again. Terbalik.
Ini baik. Aduh. Dia tak sengaja tau, tapi sentuhan tu dekat corner, memang inilah ada akibatnya. Iman Danish terbabas.
Memang boleh dikirakan agak seram juga nampaknya, tapi Iman Danish still boleh jalan walaupun terbalik.
Tapi rugilah sebab ni dah masuk lap yang terakhir, bhai. Nampaknya je Iman Danish jatuh ke tangga ke-6. Okay.
It looks like sikit lagi tu. So Federico Texeira takes home the win. Mohamed and Saiful Arifin, they were going for a drag race to try and sort out second place. Mohamed takes home second with Saiful in third. Cardozo comes home in fourth, and Ilham is in fifth place. But Iman Danish, it looks like he's finishing the race in sixth, having to go through the pits for some desperately needed repairs. That car looks like it wasn't going to do another lap, so he decides to pull it in. He finishes in the pit lane in sixth place. Andy So is going to go across the line in seventh place.
Ya, tahniah kepada Federico yang pertama kali dapat kita saksikan pada malam ni. Kalau aku first time dah tengok dia. Beliau memang ada bertanding dekat liga yang lain, MS
Ya, dia bertanding paling biasanya dia akan bertanding di dalam liga SRA, Sim Racers Asia, yang Saiful Arifin dengan Ilham Labi pun ada banyak pengalaman di dalam siri SRA tu yang boleh dikirakan series yang meliputi satu Asia.
Tapi kalau macam saya personally, saya first time tengok dia berlumba pada malam ni, dan beliau memang merupakan antara pelumba yang terpantas lah. Bukan senang pelumba Malaysia nak kejar dia tadi.
Tapi boleh dirasakan bangga jugalah sebab Muhaimin dengan Saiful turun bolehlah kejar dia. Mungkin pada satu hari nanti kita akan nampak dia orang mengatasi Federico, ataupun mungkin kita akan nampak pemandu lain yang akan berada di hadapan. But for now, let's have a look at Fairuz and Surin really putting on a show for the audience there, going side by side, bumping and barging through their way through La Carretera.
Surin and Kelvin. Surin and Kelvin.
Surin and Kelvin there.
Buddies there.
That's it. Kelvin T there in 23rd place, Surin in 17th place. They're having a little bit of fun here, really putting on a show for you guys back home and at the audience there, side by side throughout the course of the lap there. They're coming into the braking zone. Let's see if Kelvin T can just keep out getting. Yes, absolutely. Dives it up the inside there. They're going to bump and barge. It's an absolute NASCAR run up to the line. Unfortunately, both cars out of the race. So mungkin terlalu banyak contact points lah.
Okey, itu dia tuan-tuan. Adrenaline Impact GT4 Series test race yang dibawakan khas kepada anda pada malam ni. Dan untuk makluman tuan-tuan, kita bawakan ini di Facebook, YouTube dan juga Twitch. Ini cuma test race ya?
Ya, betul. So mungkin kita akan cuba beberapa format, beberapa sim dan beberapa jenis kereta untuk test dan R&D format-format yang akan datang di dalam perlumbaan AIMC ataupun perlumbaan lain-lain yang akan datang di masa